Finding neutral here. I just wanted to introduce my new bike, the Honda CB500X 2021 version. I'm going to go over some of the accessories I've added to it and give a brief discussion on why I chose it. Let's get started. Just a quick little walk around so you can see some of the accessories I've installed. It's going to be a little bit hard on this side because of the shade from the sun being on the other side, but alright, I'm going to start out right here with the T-Rex sliders. Those went on really easy. You didn't even have to take the axle out, just that little silver bolt. Take out the stock bolt, slip that one in. They go on no problem. Then we go down to the T-Rex radiator guard. It uses the 3 stock bolts, 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. And down here you can see my T-Rex skid plate, which is a really nice piece. Does away with the catalytic converter, I guess, guard that comes on it from the factory. So you just have to slip that off. And then we have the T-Rex crash guards with the replaceable pucks. If they get damaged, you can put those new pucks on. And it kind of integrates in with the skid plate. You can see from the rear kind of how far they stick out. Kind of hard to see. And while I'm over here, we have the SRC brake fluid reservoir guard. Goes on with 1 bolt. Then we're talking about SRC headlight guard. It integrates its bracket into the windshield mounting system. You can see that or not. 2 bolts right up in there. The cool thing about this headlight guard, which I did not know when I bought it, was these 4 connecting points. You can just pop the headlight cover off. You just pull it outward. It uses the 2 brackets as tension to keep this in place. So if you want to clean your headlight, you don't have to have a screwdriver or any type of tools. You just work it off, and it's on there snug. It's not going to come off accidentally. This thing is solid. You can see I switched out my windshield. I wanted a tinted one. Also, this one is the National Cycle version. It has some type of design, the V-stream, that's supposed to shoot the wind up. And it seems to do that. You can see the contours of it. They're a little bit different than stock. They do make, I think, 2 other sizes that are taller. So if you're a taller rider, you might want to go with those, because you still do get a bit of wind buffeting, even with this screen being probably like 1 inch higher, and with my settings all the way up as high as they'll go on the brackets. But I do like the way it looks. It matches the bike pretty good with the dark colors. I have the Barkbusters. Getting those on is a challenge. I'm going to try and put in the description the links that I used from some other YouTubers to put theirs on. The instructions that come with Barkbusters are okay, but it's a challenge getting the stock weights out. These are the ones that come with Barkbuster, and I also added these weights on as well, so I have double the weights, which is a good thing because there's a lot of vibration in this motorcycle's handlebars. I was kind of surprised by that. So to get added comfort, I added the grip puppies as well while I was doing the Barkbuster installation, and that cuts way down on the handlebar vibration. I mean, it's very significant. If you're having problems with your handlebars buzzing too much in your hand, you may want to consider doing that upgrade. The grip puppies really do take the bulk of the vibration out, in my opinion. While we're up here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've put on the screen protector. It's kind of a matte finish screen protector. I've heard that these screens scratch really easy. Same thing on the Honda Monkey and Trail 125 screen. I think Honda's using the same type of plastics. So if you get any type of granules on there and you smear it, you're going to have scratches across your screen permanently. Plus there was a glare issue, I believe, with this screen. What this does is it kind of it dumbs down the reflectivity of the screen. You can kind of see there how it's not a shiny reflection anymore, it's a matte reflection. It does help. It kind of blurs the digits and characters a little bit, but the glare is gone, and that was a really easy thing to put on. It was like $13.80, and you get 2 of the screen protectors. I'm going to put all of the item descriptions in the links to the items that I'm talking about, so you guys can check them out for yourself. I put out the T-Rex rear cargo rack on. You can put this really cool looking Givy hard case on this. It bolts right to it. I didn't buy that because I don't need it. I might get one down the road if I decide to go on some big trips. I just put my little Pelican case on here in the meantime. The mounting points underneath it are really simple, just bolt on. And then the mounting point to the bike is underneath your seat. That wasn't that bad either. It's actually pretty quick installation. The seat comes off this bike really easy with just the key. You can see there's plenty of room for a passenger back there as well. Another thing I put on was an exhaust slider, and that came from T-Rex as well. The foot peg is still operable with it in place. I will say for the 2021s, they said it would not fit the OEM muffler, which would have been true because the OEM muffler extended out too far. You weren't going to get any protection from the slider. But as you can already see, probably, I don't have that issue because I swapped out my OEM for a Leo Vinci Evo 1 slip-on, and it is really a good looking muffler for exhaust. I left the dB killer in there because I'm not out to get any really loud decibels off of this bike, and this sounds pretty mellow. I'll crank it up so you can hear it. I'll do a coming and going video like I always do, so you can hear that if you guys are considering getting one of these. It's a quality piece, solid. It went on really easy. The instructions kind of suck, so I had to go online and watch a couple people putting their Leo Vinci's on. The hardware for the T-Rex slider matched right up with this. There was no problem at all. And no problem down here at the connection points where the clamp goes. I did opt to use some copper muffler sealant. I just didn't want to take a chance of any leakage and have to taking it off. You could probably see it in there. It's kind of orangish, but I followed the instructions, let it cure. Absolutely zero problems with it, and it's not that expensive. You can find that copper sealant, gasket sealant on Amazon. I'll put that in the links as well. I also installed a gold plug magnetic drain plug. I did that right at 0 miles. Not sure if you'll be able to see it or not, but it's right there. I can't get down that low, but it's up under there. It's a MPO1 and it fit right in. So I'll do a 600-mile reveal on that. And here's one of my absolute favorite accessories, is the T-Rex adjustable center stand. You know, I thought that there was going to be problems when I first got it because it said it may have exhaust clearance issues, but I didn't have any. If I did, it wouldn't be on here. I'd have to send it back. But it's very adjustable. You can see I have mine adjusted down to like probably it's going to be like the fifth hole up inside the bracket, but it's showing 3 holes down, and that's perfect to get the clearance I need. Spin my tire, spin my chain, take the tire off if need be. Back on the topic of the oil drain plug, I was concerned about how am I going to get to the oil filter with this skid plate, and that's a trap door right here. There's 2 little bolts that pop that off, and you can have access right inside and get your filter out. It'll be snug, of course. You might want to throw some rags underneath it while you do it to save yourself from making a mess. But I also purchased a Motion Pro oil filter magnet, and it's like a ring that goes inside the oil filter, and it's supposed to catch the super fine microns of stuff. So I'm going to install that at my 600 mile and show you guys that as well. And lastly, I put a little pigtail on for the battery. That was really easy to install. Since this is a bigger bike, I didn't have to struggle with a little battery to get it on. That was just a real brief and quick walkthrough of my accessories. I haven't had the bike that long. I've only ridden it about a little over 300 miles, so I can't give you a really big review on it yet. I will say the things that needed to be addressed were the handlebar vibration, the display screen glare on that, and what else off the top of my head? Oh yeah, the windscreen, the buffeting. I really didn't address that much though with this windscreen. It took the wind from hitting me like at eye level to just the top of my forehead. But I'm lucky I'm short. The wind buffeting isn't that big of a deal for me, but a taller rider, it would be a problem. The bike does have quite a bit of vibration considering it's a bigger bike. More than I expected it to have. I mean, it's not horrible, but I was kind of surprised by it. I thought it'd be real smooth. I got this bike after doing a lot of research. Price point, you get a lot for your money. I like the rider's position. I like the upright rider's position, so that's another reason I chose this version. And the maintenance intervals are pretty low. From what I call, you don't even have to do the big valve adjustment until 16,000 miles, so that's pretty good. And it's got a big fuel capacity. So I think it's almost 4.5 gallons. What else? You know, I'm still a novice, so 471cc bike is better than a larger cc bike for me. I mean, this is like a Cadillac compared to me riding my smaller bike, so I'm still going to be taking some time to get acclimated to it. But I'm enjoying it thus far. I mean, there's a lot of accessories you can put on it. I'm about tapped out on mine. I don't have the need of anything else. I did try and order, I will say this, so I can share that with you guys in case any of you are trying to do that. I wanted to get a mud guard that goes up in the fender well, up under here. You've probably seen them. It goes right down in there, and it actually integrates into your chain guard, one piece. The only one I could find that was supposed to fit was actually a Honda OEM part that I ordered, and I even chatted with the distributor and said, hey, are you sure this fits a 2021? They said yes, and of course I got it, and it didn't. It bolted up on the other side, no problem, but right here, where the swing arm is, right here, there was supposed to be 2 bolt holes, and of course there's not. I thought it might have been the little bolts underneath down there, but no. So I had to send that back, unfortunately. This bike does throw up a lot of, it catches a lot of debris and throws it all up under in there. I guess it's just the way it's designed or something, the way the tires are, and your front fender's pretty short too. That's a common complaint, but this new T-Rex skid plate is going to catch any debris getting thrown up on my header pipes, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'll do some more reviews on other things with it. I know this is kind of short, and I'll do some updates as I go on it. Just wanted to push this out and share it with you guys, what's been going on. That's why I haven't posted a video in a while. I've been getting this bike set up. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.